What's going on, brothers? I got another one for y'all. So, a couple of days ago, I did a video and it's on my YouTube page where there was a woman. Well, let me rephrase that. A female with a childlike mentality. She was 25, 5 kids, 3 baby daddies. Kendra G was trying to school her on her life decisions, and she pretty much didn't want to listen at all. So now we have a woman who is 54 years old, 5 kids. Well, all of her kids are grown, but you're going to see the mindset of an older woman that is looking to get married. She wants to have a husband. You would think that at her age, she would have a better perspective on life. But she doesn't. And she's going to contradict herself a lot. But what I'm going to do, brother, because I am going to be chiming in here and there, I'm going to let you listen, because I don't want to chime in too much in the beginning. I'm going to let you listen and listen to how she contradicts herself in probably the first 3-4 minutes of her talking to Kendra G. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey, I was waiting. I said it too. I said, damn it, Kendra gonna pick me. I've been waiting for a whole year. Hey, I'm on Kendra G, y'all. Hello? I'm on Kendra G. Don't tell me to be quiet. Shit. Hey, how you doing? About time, yeah.
Hello?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Yes. All right, what's your name, baby? Your name is Unique?
No, it's Regina.
Regina.
Yes, ma'am.
Regina. Where you calling me from?
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
In our
Yeah.
in our Michigan.
Yep, Ann Arbor. ANNARBOR.
How old are
Hey,
you,
I'm
baby?
I'm 54.
54.
Yes, ma'am.
54, Unique. What do you do again for a living, honey?
I do photography. So that's
Photography.
my yeah.
Photography. Do you have any kids?
I have 6.
Kids. Okay.
I have 4 boys and
You know what, brothers? I apologize. I thought she had 5, 6 kids. My apologies. Let's continue.
2 girls. 2
Okay.
different dads.
You said you're 54?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. You look really good.
Thank you.
I
I'll
totally
be
missed
acting
that
like
because
I'm
I'm
about
just writing
25.
down the number.
Hey, I said
And then when you said, I was like, oh, you look good. Okay, how old are your
right.
kids?
They so I got shit. Let me see. 37, 33,
Right.
28, 27, 26, and 21.
37, 33, 28, 27, 26, 21.
Yes. 2
Um,
different dads. My
how many?
girls, 2. My girls got their dad. My boys got their dad.
Okay. And you ever been married?
No.
Never married?
Never married.
Why didn't you marry any of the men you had children by?
Um, Lord Jesus, because I don't know.
Did
They
you
were
never want
okay.
me? Let me
I
ask you, did
didn't.
you ever want to get married?
I never really wanted to get married, but they were both of my kids' dad, both of the fathers are ex, and we like best friends. So we are like best friends. Anything I need, they help. The whole 9 yards. We're still cool. I don't know why I didn't get married.
Well, you just said you didn't want to get married, so
I
that's not a
really,
bad
I
thing
mean,
then.
yeah, I really didn't. It's like
Okay. Do you want to get married now?
it's an option.
Why is it an option now?
Because my kids are grown. So all of my kids are grown. So this is the thing. When I had my first 2 are girls, right? So once I left their dad and came to Michigan, 'cause I was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So when I came to Michigan, that's when I started dating this other guy, which is my boy's dad. So I definitely didn't want to marry him because I had another father. You understand what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't want him to be over my kids as far as like, so this is what I'm saying. So if I marry this guy, right, the second guy, he's going to have more say than my children because they say that the spouse comes before everybody. So my thing was, I don't know if that's far-fetched or whatever, but this was my thinking. And it could be far-fetched to a lot of people. So what I'm saying is no man is coming before my kids. That's just how that goes. And that's how it's been my whole life. So now that I'm 21, I mean, now my youngest one is 21, I could do it. But when they were like younger, I was like, I'm not. I just want, I want my kids to come first. So if I was to die, I wanted to know that my kids will be able to make the choices. Somebody said you can get a living will. Yeah, I very well could, but would you got a spouse there? I think I don't know how that goes if I was deceased. So that was my main thing, that I didn't get married to my boy's father, which he did propose to me, but I was like, nah, because I don't know how you gonna do it if something happened to me with my girl. So even though their dad would step in. So I guess maybe I was making excuses. A lot of people say that I was scared of commitment. Both dads said I was scared of commitment, but I'm not. I just had my little reasons, and they might have been kind of wild or far fetched, but that was just my little thing. So I could get married. I am wife material. Wife material, because first I said I'm not wife material. Not to suggest that I'm like promiscuous or just out here. It's just that I travel a lot. That's one thing, and then I like my kids and my grandkids to come first.
So, brothers, keep what she said in mind about her being promiscuous out here. Just keep that in mind.
So if I'm with a man and I get married and my grandbaby call me, I'm going. Yeah, I don't care what the problem is. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how that goes. My parents are dead, both. So they can't come first. So it's like my children and my grandchildren are going to come before any man. That's just how it goes. So if anybody marries me, whoever, if I get married, I want the man to know out here, my kids and grandkids still going to come first. So that's just how that's going.
So how would that make you white?
So, brothers, she spoke for about 4 minutes. Did anything that she said made sense? Nothing that she said made any sense. So, with that being said, again, we did a video with a woman that was 25 years old that had 5 kids, and she was just out of control. Now you have a 54-year-old woman with 6 kids, and she didn't even make any sense. What is she going to teach the younger generation? And she has 2 daughters. So now you got to wonder, what is she teaching her daughters? Her sons. She has 4 sons. So this is the problem that this is one of the problems that I have with a lot of men. Y'all end up giving y'all seed to women like this. And whether she wants to get married or not, I don't really even care, because I'll just say that she was in a committed relationship. But she said that she put her children first over the man that she was with. Both of the men realized that she did not want to commit to them, both of the men, but yet they gave up their seed to her. One gave up 2 of his seeds. The other one gave up 4 of his seeds. So, brothers, this is really your fault for impregnating a woman like this. And not you per se, but those 2 brothers that impregnated this woman, that's their fault. Because they let this go on for so long. And then yet, even after all of this, she still wants to get married, and she's still telling you that she is going to put her grandchildren before you, brothers. But she feels that she's wife material. So now Kendra is going to give her so-called advice, because Kendra's no wife either, but she's going to give her some advice and ask her questions. And I want you, brothers, to listen to this 54-year-old woman on her delusion. I've said this before, brothers. Most of our women of color, I usually say they don't mature until they're about 45 years old. This woman is 54. she still ain't mature because she probably believed that she still got it. But let's continue.
Wifey material if you're gonna tell your husband he's still not gonna be first.
Oh, because I can do everything that a wife can do or would do as far as
So what
cater
is
for
wife?
him.
Let's ask like this. What does wife material mean to you?
So I'm gonna cater whatever he wants me to do, like within reason. I'm not doing nothing crazy, but so I'm gonna make sure that the house is taken care of. I'm gonna work, so I'm not the type of person that's gonna just sit back and take care of a house or be like a housewife. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna bring to the table as well, and I'm gonna help if he needs help. I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna cook whatever he wants me really to do. So this is another thing with me. If he was to fall ill, I got his back. If he would came to be incompetent in the sexual area, I'm still gonna be with him. I'm not gonna run out and be like, oh, he can't do this, he can't do that, and I'm just gonna leave. I'm going to stick with him. So when I say I do, I mean damn it, I do. Not like these other people. They say I do when they know they don't, they can't, they won't. You see what I'm saying? When I say I do, it's gonna be to death do us part. That's what I'm saying. But if my grandbaby called me, then I'm gonna be like, hold on, because I gotta go do whatever she needs to be done, and then I'll be back with you. That's how it goes. But I can be waifu material. That's just that because
So, brother, does that really make any sense? You might be in the hospital dying, but if her grandbaby called, she gone because you don't come first, brothers. We don't set no standards, black man. If you set standards for yourself, you won't have to go through this type of stuff. You wouldn't even look at this woman's way if you have standards. And again, brother, she's 54 years old. She's half dead. So what is the point? What are you really getting out of her? What are you going to get when you be with her? Because she's saying that she knows how to be a wife, but she was never a wife. She was more like a concubine, brothers. That's it. But let's continue.
once I get married, it's gonna be to death do us apart, and that's how it's gonna be. So yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
let me just jump. Do you have married friends?
yes.
Do they fall in? Do they? Is their structure the way you kind of designed it?
Theirs or mine?
Well, you're not married. I'm talking about your married friends.
Oh,
Do they
they
have
do
like?
that.
Do you feel like their structure is designed by the way you just described it?
No, absolutely not. No, no,
And
no.
they're married.
They're married.
So maybe that would be an indication that maybe the way you're saying isn't the way.
It could be, but no. What I'm saying is because I'm different. That's how that goes. But all the married friends, they do exactly like the traditional way. Their spouse is gonna come before the mother, the children, and anybody else.
Well,
That's
that's what I was trying to get at. So,
yeah,
all the married friends that I know, their family unit trumps everything. Now, this is where it does get challenging when I totally understand what you're saying. Like, you
right.
have children and you have grandchildren that obviously are very important. They're your bloodline. So, I don't think there's a pushback, but it's basically you want to find a man that is going to agree to come second to those people
Exactly.
in your life.
Exactly.
So does that mean he could put you second to his kids too?
Yes, and that's what I want. So I'm looking for a man that's going to put his parents and his children first. Because if I'm with a man and
So you
his
want a
mom,
man that's gonna put his parents before you.
yes, ma'am. Yes. Oh, definitely.
So
My parents is
you want to remix the roles of marriage.
I don't know if it's remixed, but see, if my parents were still alive, um, for sure my mother. Oh, nobody's coming. I mean, absolutely nobody. If he gets mad, then he can go. That's how it is. And I would not allow him to put me first if his mother is still alive. It's not gonna happen. If I like a lot of people, like a lot of people that's married, I see that they won't even let his mom get in the front if he picks her up. She gotta get in the back. Now I'm steaming. I'm burning up. Like, why would you? I'm lost on that. If I got a husband and his mom, we pick her up, I'm definitely open the door, get in the back. Or he could open the door for me. But I'm
So
definitely getting in the back.
if you get married to your husband, he picks up his mother. You believe the mother belongs in the front seat.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not putting her in the back.
Okay.
That's just that's how I am. And so that's just how I am. So, and I don't know. I want him, and then he got a if he got an ex-wife or a baby mother, I want them to be cordial, and I don't want a man that's gonna down talk the ex-wife, or the baby mother. The ex. I don't like that. That doesn't appease me. You can't come to me like, oh yeah, she did that and she did that. That's gonna turn me totally off. For the simple fact that if you're doing this, first of all, you chose to have a kid with her. So she, at some point, she must have been good enough because you chose to have a kid with her. So don't come to me talking about, oh, she was this and she was that, and dogging her out. Because I'm female liberated. I'm gonna stick with females. So he gonna have. Don't come to me with.
So, brothers, she's a feminist. Even if the woman is wrong, she's gonna stick by the woman. So, brother, this is not somebody that you would even. I don't. None of you brothers should even attempt to date her, because she's delusional. But she's 54 anyway, so I wouldn't even expect any of you brothers to even chase this woman down. I would even suggest for you to even have sex with her. It's a waste of time, brothers. It's a waste of time. Let's continue.
With yeah, uh-huh.
So in an argument, your husband, you will take the side of somebody else over your husband's side.
What you mean?
You said you're female liberated. So if your husband came to you and he was talking about a different woman, you were saying you would side with the woman before you side with your husband?
Yeah, if it's within reason. I mean, if she did something like outlandish, then I obviously can't take her side. But if he comes and say, oh yeah, that B did this and that B did that, and she ain't shit, all of that, no, that's not gonna make me. That doesn't appease me, because I don't want you to talk about her to me. Now he can talk about her to anybody else, but don't come to me and bash her, because at some point you you liked her, loved her, or whatever, to be with her. So don't come to me and say all these bad things. Because it's a lot of females. They what I'm trying to say is, a lot of females love when men talk about their kid's mother or their ex. It makes them feel like, oh yeah, he really don't like her. So they feed into that. That's not how you get me. Because if you talk about her, damn it, if we don't make it, you're gonna talk about me. That's just how I feel. That's what it does. You know what I'm saying? So he can have his ill feelings if he wants to. Just don't bring them to my attention, because it's not.
You know, brothers, to have that mindset. Look, I get what she's saying, because what she's saying is possibly true, because the man could take his feelings out on somebody else because of what happened to him in the past. Women do that, but I know men that do that. I've done that myself. But all these little other stipulations that she's putting out is what's keeping her being single. So, and again, brothers, she's 54 years old. I don't think anybody really wants to marry her like that. There are people that probably gonna be like, oh, she can still get married. Yeah, she probably could. But the chances of her getting married is very slim. But let's continue.
Gonna get you nothing but probably cussed out. My
Okay,
turn.
fair enough. Let's go. I do want to say this one thing. I do believe you can make your own individual marriage. Not every marriage is the same. So that is
Right,
true. So
right.
your request is to find a man that will be in agreement to come second to your children and your grandchildren and women, unless he's really has a strong argument of being first. But I will also say this. I was having this conversation recently. Sometimes people, well, we all know everybody's not going to get married, and we go to statistics. I'm not going to be up here. I don't like to share statistics because it's pointless. Your life is statistics. Like,
Right.
your surrounding is statistics. You can look around your.
The reason why you don't like statistics is because it's the truth. And you're part of it, because you're not married. And you're 44 years old, Kendra. No, not married. You were proposed to, I guess, once or twice. You turned down the proposal. You have no children. You're also the same person that's talking about freezing eggs. So, yeah, that's the reason why, because you're part of those negative stats. And that's why you don't like those stats. But let's continue.
Of friends, people you know, and know the statistics. So I don't have
Right.
to share statistics. But I will say, men who are getting married or women who are getting married, most of them that I know, their family trumps everything. And they have created that environment, and it's kind of like an understood thing. But again, not every marriage is the same. And
Right.
then some people, I'm gonna just use, y'all know, I only use celebrities because that's just, if I say the name, we'll know. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon probably will never get married again because right now he's quote unquote husband to a lot of women. And when I mean husband to a lot of women, not only does he have multiple women with children, he's also supplying their lives. Like he's paying
Right.
their bills, he's paying their rent. If one woman does have something, he is going to show up for her. So he's not able to be married to one woman when he has probably six women he's playing husband to a certain degree.
Right.
Not necessarily it's bad if you think it's bad, it's not what you want to sign up for. Only thing I appreciate with not only thing, but what I appreciate with Nick Cannon is very, very honest, very transparent, and you sign up for it. He doesn't manipulate you in that way. But
Right.
let's move forward because
Okay.
let's keep going. All right, Unique. So this is Unique. She's a photographer.
I'm not I'm not even sure why it's funny how women, they could use an example on a man, but they can't use an example on a woman. Listen, I do think it's kind of crazy that Nick Cannon is, he have all them children, but hey, he could afford it. So I don't really see anything wrong with what Nick Cannon is doing. I don't, to be honest with you, brothers, there's really nothing wrong with polygamy, or having more than one wife. It's just make sure that when you do that, you do it in order. Because most of you brothers, well, I'm not gonna say most, a lot of you brothers are not ready to even be in one relationship. So, just to put that out there. But let's go ahead and continue.
Again, six kids, 54. What's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius. December 21st.
December 21st. All right. What kind of man you looking for? I don't think we got there.
So, okay, nope, we didn't. So I'm looking for a man with integrity, first of all. So I want a man with integrity, self-love, self-respect. Um, sorry, I didn't mean to say that
Okay, we say
if
at
it's,
times.
I know. That irritates me when I hear people say so I want him to be family oriented, and especially with the mother, his mom, his kid's mother, if he has kids. I want him. I just like, because a man that has a relationship with his mother and with his ex-wife or his kid's mother, that shows a lot. When they have a relationship with them, it tells me a lot. So that's like where the integrity thing comes in, self-respect, the self-love, and let me see what else I want. Dang, that's pretty much it as far as what I want. But I got a lot of don't want, so that's probably why I'm single.
Well, let's get to it,
Then
girl.
the
What's the
deal
deal
breakers
breaker
all good, and
list?
that's probably why I'm single. Shit.
What's the deal breaker list?
Okay, so I don't want a man that's insecure. That if I go somewhere and I don't get back on at the time that I'm supposed to, I don't want to hear where you been and this and that or accusing me. I don't like that because I will leave quick. I don't want a man to call me a B. Man call me a B, I'm gone 2.2 seconds.
Absolutely.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
very understood.
Yep. No, I don't want any um what is it?
Can you turn the TV off in the background? Is that
Can
possible?
y'all turn hello? Can y'all turn that down some? Y'all wait till Kendra G pick me and then turn that shit up. Turn that top. I need it down. Like silent down.
Now, brothers, I know that y'all are probably gonna be like, man, listen, she doesn't want nobody calling her a female dog in a the B word. But I know y'all probably looking at it as minor the way she's talking to. I'm going to assume that those are her grandkids in the background watching TV. But to even use profanity at her grandkids is, to me, is still disrespectful, because those are not her kids like that. And I don't know, maybe the parents probably talk to them kids like that, but should you really be talking to your children like that, brothers? There's a way to talk to children, and it ain't that, and the way she did it is not the way. But let's continue.
Yep, that's fine. Thank you, honey buns. I appreciate you. Yep. And so I want, where was I at? Okay, that was it. Just self.
Are,
I need. He has to have great integrity, self-respect, self-love. Because if you love yourself, respect yourself first, then you'll be able to do it to the next person. That's yeah.
okay, that was your deal breaker list, right?
Nope, nope. My deal breaker. Oh Lord, we on my deal breaker.
Yes.
Sorry, I got interrupted. So the deal breaker is the domestic. Don't touch me because I don't know how that's gonna end. But so no, don't touch me. Don't call me out my name. I don't want tattoos, Lord. No smokers. No piercings. No hair. I like bald head, man. I don't want no dreads, no bread. It looks good, but it's just not good for me. Let me see. No piercing. Mm, I said smoking. That's he can drink, but not excessively. That,
Now, brothers, at her age, you are limited to what you can have. And I'm not saying she should even just get whatever's out there. I'm not saying that. But your youthful days are over. You might as well go ahead and just buy a dog. Get you a pet. Get you a fish tank and put some fish in it, because you are limited to what you're going to get. Because even some of these older men would rather deal with younger women. They don't want to deal with women like you. And it looks like you might be a little bit heavy set. But we going to see when it comes to the Kendra Cam.
that's fine. But no smoking, nothing. No cigarettes, no blunts. Maybe a cigar every now and then. We might go to a cigar bar, just maybe. And that's pretty much it. Don't be laughing, Kendra. Damn it. Now you see why I'm single. Shit, everybody got tattoos. Everybody got damn hair. Listen, I'll be by myself for the rest of my life. Nah, I ain't.
Nah, that might be true. You might be by yourself for the rest of your life. But hey, you got your grandkids, so that's what's important to you. Because that's what you said. Your grandkids come before a man. And your kids are all over 20 years old. But now you're going to put your grandkids over a man. I don't understand why you want to get married. Let's continue.
Powerful. So don't. I mean,
I
I
know that's
believe
right.
you could don't curse yourself. But let's
Right,
keep
right. I
going.
won't. I won't.
Does he have to look a certain way?
Just maybe bald head for sure, or low cut. Nah, he don't have to be too tall. I'm 5'6", so 5'6" or better.
What was your hair requirements that he can't have hair?
Or it could be low. I just don't like the dreads, the afros. I don't like hair.
You don't like hair. Okay.
Not man with hair.
What about money? Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
50 or better, as long as he can uh, pay his car note, his rent. I can help it before I sure, but yeah.
Let's do the Kendra Cam you need.
Oh Lord. Okay, let's see. Whew.
All right, we see
Can
you,
you see me?
mama. Turn around. Look at that booty.
I don't know what's up with Kendra. And listen, I know there's a lot of men that are infatuated with big booties, but listen, she got a stomach. So we know she ain't been working out. Probably eating a lot of chocolate chip cookies, hitting up the fast food joints. She probably, well, I don't know. Maybe she probably cooks because of them grandkids. But brothers, this is not somebody that I would even. Brothers, Y'all, nobody needs to hit this woman up at all. Let her be.
Unique, what was your last relationship?
Well, woo, it's been a long time. But let me tell you, I have a friend since 2009. And he's like, I just call him my lay and play buddy. So that's the person that I
You
just,
call him your what?
my lay and play buddy.
Lay and play buddy? What does that
Since
mean?
2009, is lay and play.
Oh, y'all just have sex, but y'all not in a
That's it.
relationship.
Yes.
Are
And
you fine with that?
he's fine with it.
Are you fine with it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I travel a lot, so I don't want nobody up close and personal. It might change, but he's in Texas, so yeah.
So, brothers, let's do the math real quick. Her youngest child is 21 years old. She's been dealing with somebody since she's been dealing with this quote unquote lay and play guy since 2009. Before that, she had 4 kids. The youngest child was 21, but before that, he was 10. So, you know, brother, this is what our women are doing. This is what they're doing. And then and the thing is, you're telling on yourself. So now you got to think that another guy's listening to this. This is going to be on the internet forever, for a very long time. And you got people like myself that have done that will do videos on her. So even if she wanted to get this off the internet, it's going to be very difficult. Somebody else is going to see this. Her children are going to see this. And they're going to see what type of mother she really is. They're probably not going to care, but a man that is seeking, that you want to seek you, is going to care. And they're going to pass you by. A lot of y'all women that come on this show, y'all have a very bad, y'all put out an image on yourself, and then you have people like Kendra that is going to make you a highlight. She makes the worst of the worst a highlight. And I don't think that women even get it. She's been doing this show for 3 years, so you would think by now women would at least be like, you know what? I don't want to be a highlight, so let me make sure that I have my shit together. But it's not working, because I'd honestly believe that the Kendra G show, the single show, is like the last resort for most of these women. It's the last resort. Because they're not getting what they want. They're getting what's left. And a lot of times what's left is not what they want. So now they have to settle. Most of our women settle, brothers. They settle for what they can get. Because the man that they want doesn't want them. That's how it is for a lot of our women, especially our women of color in America. Let's go ahead and continue.
So
How
we
often do you
just
guys see each other?
either he comes to Michigan. Most of the times I go to wherever he's at in Texas. He's in the military. He's retired now. However, I always go since 2009, at least 4 times out of a year. I'd fly to wherever he's at. So right now
So
he's
you
in
see him 4
Texas.
times out there.
Yes.
But I mean, if that works for you, then that works for you. So you're
Yeah,
fine with it.
it's been working so far. And I thought I thought he would have moved on by now, got married, but I guess
You think
he's
you're the
gone.
only woman?
No, hell no. Kendra,
Then why would he get married? Why would he get married and be only with one woman when he could be with multiple?
because at some point most men they get tired
No,
and they no, you don't
no.
think so?
I mean, there is. I don't know about most. Now, I think well,
Listen, neither y'all can answer. You can't even answer your own question. And this woman is delusional too. So neither y'all even know. See, this just goes to show you that women really don't know nothing about men. They think they do, because they're only going to tell you what they want. But they don't know nothing about what a man wants, because they're selfish. And see how Kendra can't even answer her own question? And the woman can't even answer the question. It just shows how selfish they are. That's all it shows. Through this whole show, the guest has been showing how selfish she really is when it comes to her, to a man. She showed that. And this is how a lot of our women think, brothers. This woman is supposed to be considered an elder, and she should be teaching other younger females how to conduct themselves as ladies. You think that's what she's doing? No. So let's continue.
First of all, not this guy's case. Like,
He's
I don't.
he's 65. Yeah, he better try
Yeah,
to
you know,
settle
not
somewhere.
everybody gets married. Not everybody settles down. Oh, if he's 65, this is who he is.
Yeah, at this point. But I was like, I was just helping him. I told him it was just because he always was like, well, you don't want a monogamous relationship, and I said, yeah, I know that. I told you that in 2009. So here it is, 2023. So it still stands. Uh,
Wait, she didn't want a monogamous relationship. More than likely he wanted to be with her, and she didn't. Y'all, again, brother, I hope y'all heard everything she said in the beginning, because she has contradicted herself through this whole video. And I've said this before, brothers, a lot of times when you let the woman talk and they talk long enough, they're going to contradict themselves. And they don't even remember what the last thing they said. And then they want to try to argue with you when you correct them. So y'all heard, and these are just two women talking, because if this was a man, he probably would have stopped her. If this was Kevin Samuels, he definitely would have stopped her in her tracks. But see, Kendra, she knows that the women that come on her show are delusional. Most of them are delusional. Brothers, 90% of the women that come on this show are single mothers. They're desperate because they're lonely. Don't let them fool you talking about, I don't need no man. They're lying to you, brothers. They're lying. But let's go ahead and continue.
I don't think he's cool. I ain't gonna. He's cool. He's cool. So
Okay, but he's not somebody you would be in a relationship with. So I guess my
exactly,
question to you is, do you not want a monogamous relationship?
I do. I do.
Since when? Since when you've wanted that?
Probably like 5 years ago.
Okay, for the last
Yeah.
5 years you
For
decided
about
you
the
wanted
5. Yeah, I definitely would love to have a monogamous relationship. Somebody.
Man, we're in 2023, and you just said it. You've been dealing with this guy for 9 years. But 5 years ago, you wanted a monogamous relationship, but you've still been dealing with the same guy. Ma'am, you're not ready. And you're 54. So why are you ready now? Why you were ready 5 years ago? You should have been in the gym, getting your body right at least. If you really care, y'all better stop eating all that pork, catfish, shrimp, all that stuff. Leave all that stuff alone, brothers. We're already, black men and women are number one when it comes to obesity in America. America itself is at number 2. Obesity is number 1 on obesity is Mexico. Number 2, United States. I know I'm kind of going off of just a little bit, brothers, but we got to get our health better than this. Some of y'all better y'all need to go get a juicer and start getting them fruit, juicing up their fruits. Leave that meat alone, especially that pork. Them bologna and all the other nasty stuff that y'all be eating. But let's go ahead and continue.
Post personal and like in the home or something of that nature. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead of the long distance relationship. It's been working just because I make it work.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on, sweetheart?
Being nonchalant. That's because a lot of people say I'm insensitive, but I'm not. And I have to work on, because I would leave in 2.2 seconds. So if I feel like it's getting like either hostile, or if I feel like I'm a bug to you, which I don't really bug nobody, but if I feel like I'm unwanted, I will go. So if you give me the indication that I will go, and that's where a lot of men, I'm not gonna say a lot, but at least two other men was like, yeah. And so when I go, they're like, what? One called me a B, and I've known him. I have known him for a long time. So 2007, something happened, and he called me a B, and I was gone. So he's like, as long as I've been knowing you, I call you a B, and that's what happens. And I'm like, yeah, because I told you that's what I'm
Well,
like.
that's
So
just
You know what? I'm sure that you must have pissed him off for him to call you a B. Like, it's gonna take. I'm gonna tell you something, brothers. It takes a lot for a man to just go out and just call a female dog, just like that. You had to have done something to piss him off. And the thing is, we're the ones that's supposed to be in control. The woman, nobody says anything to her because we know that most of them are like hyenas and wildebeest. They really out their cage. So they're out of control. And nobody tells these women anything. Let's continue.
Bible.
yeah, so that's a lot of people say I'm insensitive. So I need my flaws is my mouth because I have no filter, and then being so nonchalant, and then need to maybe I need patience.
Now y'all heard that. Her mouth because she has no filter. So do you really think that the person that called her a B just did it out of the blue? She must have sparked something up in order for him to go out of his way to call her a female dog. So obviously she did something to spark that. Because she's the one who said that her mouth, she has no filter. I didn't say it. She did. Let's continue.
I need to work on the patience because I will leave, and they be like, good grief, like I just go and act like you never even existed, and so that's how I am.
Okay.
I need to
And
work
why
on
would
it.
a woman be lucky to be with you? We started
No,
off
not a
with.
woman. Hello, come on, Kendra, don't do me that. But
Oh, I apologize. I apologize. You are correct. I'm tired. So,
listen,
um,
you're gonna have women out here trying to in my DM inbox,
men only,
and they're
men
gonna get
only,
cussed
men
out.
only. What's the age range you want to date, sweetheart?
So I'm gonna do 58 to like 68.
58 to 68?
Yes.
58, 58, 58 to 68. Does he have to be in, where are you, Michigan?
No, ma'am. I don't want anybody from Michigan. That's a hell to the north. Not nan. Don't. Y'all
Are
from
you going to
Michigan? Get.
relocate?
Brothers, have you noticed that the women that come on here never want to date anybody in their city? And I'm going to tell you why a lot of women are like that. Because they've caused a lot of chaos in their own city. So they don't want they don't want to be known. They've already been known, so now it's like, let me go cause chaos in another city. That's all that's about. They're known already in their city. So they don't want to be looked at in a negative way. So now let me go ahead and go terrorize the city of Atlanta. Let me go terrorize the city of Houston. Man, I hope because she'll be a fresh face over there. And she'll start all over again. Even at her age. But let's continue.
I can relocate that. I can do that. I don't want nobody in Michigan. They horrible.
Okay, no men in
Yeah, they're
Michigan.
gonna be like Deshaun, 29, and Deshaun didn't get because you see how he did all that cussing. That was I was trying to get on there so bad. The Deshaun from Detroit talking about he
I know what you're
29 years
talking about.
old.
People cuss everywhere, though. People
Yeah,
cuss
but
everywhere.
what I'm saying, he was not supposed to cuss you out like that. As a
It's
man,
okay, girl. It's okay. Let me tell you something. First of all, y'all always do know I put that out in the world. Like, you know of that video because I put that video out,
yeah,
and I did it for several reasons. Because I wanted y'all to know I could get it too, and I'm okay with getting it too. I'm very secure who I am, so
yeah, yeah,
I mean, it is. You can have a
yeah,
thought about me, but no one's thought of me becomes my thought of me. But
yeah,
I really put it out there. Um, because I wanted y'all to know that. And then secondly, I mean, it was really the biggest blessing. It is the most talked about video ever on my show. So,
but it
you
was
know,
embarrassing. It's like, dang,
it
this is a
wasn't
whole.
embarrassing to me. I wasn't
I mean, it's just
embarrassed.
embarrassing for me to watch. This is a black man doing all of this. It was uncalled for, but it is what it is. I got over it. I'm sure you got
Yeah,
over it.
girl, this is
I was
life,
mad. I was
child.
trying. Look,
I
I was trying to go to Detroit and find him. I was going.
Well, I appreciate that, boo, but it's not necessary. I
Right, right. I'm
understand.
just joking.
But not to go off tangent. Yes, he was from Detroit, but that's not all of Detroit. So I was just
Right,
saying, men talk crazy everywhere. All
right.
right.
They do.
What? This is the last question. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I am really loving. I am. Even though I do go out sometimes, and I'm real fun to be with. Real fun. I'm independent, very independent, and this is the thing. I can help. So he would know that I don't ask for much. I don't ask for nothing really. I do my own thing. If we were to break down, we're not calling AAA. I'm gonna get out there and help him change. We're gonna change that tire. We're gonna wait. We're not waiting for AAA, especially if they say it's 2 hours. So a guy would be lucky to me. I mean, a guy would be lucky to be with me because I got his back. I'm not gonna leave him high and dry. I'm not high maintenance. I do my own hair. I don't give a damn about my nails. The whole 9 yards. I don't do all of that. I do my own hair. I don't do the little makeup. I don't do none of that. And I don't wear. I don't. He would appreciate me because I don't. I'm not asking him for a whole lot. Now, if he do it, it's a plus to me. It's not something that I need. You understand what I'm saying? Or that I just in dire need or want. So he would be lucky to be with me because he gonna save some money coming from the other woman.
Really? Really? I don't even. Let's go ahead and finish this out.
Damn it!
Let's go, Unique. How can a guy reach out to you, boo?
Facebook.
You definitely are unique. Now your name, your
Damn
name
it!
is perfect.
So
How
unique
can a guy
photos.
reach out to you?
It's unique photos on Facebook, and I have I have Instagram, but I don't know how to work. Listen, I have Instagram and Snapchat, and I only made those accounts so I could try to get to you, especially the Instagram. I didn't even know. I don't even know how to work that. But I do have Instagram. But I just got on there to be on the
So how
all
can a man
platforms.
reach out to you, Unique?
Unique photos on Facebook.
Okay, there you have it. Unique
Yep,
photos
that's
on
it.
Facebook. All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
All right, bye, Unique girl. Bye,
All
bye,
right, thank
bye,
you,
bye.
Advance.
Bye, baby.
So, brothers, again, listen, I just wanted to show you the dynamic of two different women. That's all I wanted to do. Pretty much the thought process for both of those women are pretty much the same. They may be different in person, but their thought process is the same. So, brothers, you need to set yourself standards when you are dealing with these women. And when it comes to these single mothers, you definitely need to you need to make sure that you are prepared, because I said this in the other video. Your life is on the line when you are dealing with single mothers. Your life is on the line when you are dealing with single mothers. But on that note, brothers, that's pretty much it. I'm out.